welcome back to Don't You Know? So today I'm so excited. I'm going to do a Don't You Know talk with my very first guest. She's hilarious, she's fun, she's funny. Please help me welcome the beautiful Zhorrah.
Honey, I'm live and direct, honey. Hi. Hi.
So we're doing a car edition right now. I need to go Christmas shopping, but in the meantime, what we're gonna do is we're gonna drive and have some great conversation. As I promised, we're gonna be talking about men. We'll probably talk about a few other things, but men is gonna be the main topic. So you ready to get this drive started?
Yes, honey, let's go.
Let's do
We're
this.
on the road again.
Okay, so Zhorrah, every time I talk to you, we have some hilarious conversations about men. You've been in a few relationships. What are some tips for some single girls out there trying to, you know, start dating, and what should they look for, the do's and don'ts in dating new people and stuff like that? What are some tips you would offer?
Well, see, first of all, we live in a city where, and not even a city, in a time where meeting people the old school way has been like done. Like, you know, so it's all about apps, dating apps. It's all about social media. I mean, mind you, I have so much going on in my life. Like, I don't have time to meet people the old school way in terms of, you know,
what are you doing?
I don't know why she just have a problem.
I don't understand what this individual is doing though. Sorry.
So meeting people the old school way, like,
it's hard.
It's hard. It really is. Yeah. So I do the dating app thing. I always try the friend of a friend hookup type of thing or whatever. But when you're in dating apps, let me tell you the main things you should look for, or like, you know, first of all, if you have one picture on your profile, don't message me.
I know, they like to catfish people. And on top of that, like, that's happened to me, like, where a guy is like slide into my DMs or whatever and want to be like, oh, hey, what's up, you're beautiful, or I like them, some stupid catchphrase they want to be using.
Listen,
and they only have one picture. How am I supposed to know if I really like you?
I know you lying. You're not gonna be messaging me telling me, oh, you have one picture, and then all of a sudden I give you a full range of photos. And you know I like to change my hair, so I give you a girl for each occasion.
I can't.
You know? So here's what I'm saying. If you have one photo and the guy have one photo, bye. Nobody got time for that.
Not one person.
So not one person have one photo ever. No. That's number one. And then number two, how they approach you. So if they approach you, hi honey, like, you know, or good morning beautiful, how is your day going, or hi, no problem, he want to start an intellectual conversation.
Oh, I like them fluff. I'm like,
thank you. If you come to me and tell me, you come to me and say, oh, hey baby, you look so nice in your I understand that you're trying to what do you call it? What do you call it? Not what word is when someone trying to compliment. I couldn't think of the word. Compliment me. Yes, thank you. I know I look good, because obviously if I didn't look good, I wouldn't have posted a picture. But you know, or look at that nice smile and them big titty.
No. I hate that.
I hate that. Don't come approach me like that. Because even if you face to face, you would never approach me like that. Because that means if you approach me like that, you have no respect for me. And if you want anything from me, you better respect me. That's the first and foremost.
Can I ask a question? Okay, now moving on. Okay, so let me tell you guys about a situation. So I was watching Star last night. Did you watch Star?
Oh no,
girl.
New episode?
What?
It harder than Satan's toenail.
Yo, I was sitting on the edge of my bed. I was like jumping, like I was like, and I couldn't scream because everyone's sleeping.
Oh my god!
I was really shook.
Something happened with Noah. Don't tell me. Hold on, the actual show, the showcase. No, the showcase, not the like. Was it last night?
Do you want me to tell you?
No, of course not, because I'm gonna watch it tonight.
No, but I have a scenario.
Okay.
But it's from the show.
Okay, say it. It's fine.
Okay. So basically, what had happened was Alex. Okay, so you know Alex and what's his name? The guy in the wheelchair. He's sexy.
Somebody. Anyway. What his name is? I don't know. Anyway, whatever his name.
Anyways, that's Sean Combs' son, you know. What? Diddy's son.
Liar.
Yeah, like adopted son.
You lie.
Yeah. Anyhow, so what had happened was he he told Alex, you know, Alex, his girlfriend, look, if this wheelchair thing is becoming an issue, you have the respect to just let me know. If you want to be done with this, let me know, okay? I feel like that's fair. She's like, no, babe, you know, I love you. You're the only man for me. But you know, she's secretly catching feelings for Noah. She can have sex with him if she wanted to. You know, he can lift her. The things that right now...
Walk.
He can walk.
Gotta be
things that right now her boyfriend is not able to do. And I feel like in time he'll be able to do it, right? She then on the freaking stage makes out with him. Okay?
Noah?
Yes!
Liar!
Okay? Makes out with him. And then goes backstage and is like, oh, I told you not to kiss me, like, you know, acting whatever. And he's like, it's not just me, like, you're kissing me back, like, you can't, whatever. And then they go at it like they're about to have sex, and guess who rolls in?
Star.
No, I said roll.
You petty.
Rolls in. Yeah, man, boyfriend. Now, okay, and he was so calm. He's like, you have a plate to stay tonight? He's like, cool. Like, it was so calm. In a situation like that, when you're like cheated by someone, or you suspect something, you know, because this wasn't an instance where it wasn't the man cheating on the woman.
It's the woman cheating on the man.
Right? And not often on television do you see that.
That's
not
true.
often, right?
Scandal.
Oh, scandal, true. But still, it's like, what would you do in a... Because I would flip a bitch. Literally, because I'm rolling around, flip a bitch. Have you ever seen SWAT? When they turn the car around, they call it flipping a bitch. I would flip one, like, do a wheelie real quick. Like, the fuck you fucking with?
Oh, Lord.
I don't know what I would do. What would you do in a situation like that? Like, you're obviously in a predicament where you can't give her everything. He can't even have a boner, really. Because
he did.
He had one boner for
another
Muslim girl. But it wasn't like they were doing anything. He's like, so like, he was just turned on by her activism.
Yeah.
Okay? But still, they can't have sex. She's probably horny. Like, do you feel bad for her? Because you know you can't have sex? Like, what do you do in a situation like that? Because that's hard, right? It's like, it's not right that she's cheating, but you also can't blame her for cheating. I know it sounds really bad. It sounds bad.
What?
But seriously, she's horny. The girl's horny. I get it.
See, the type of person I am, I would hope that my boyfriend would give me a hall pass or something like that.
Has to.
Like once a month type of thing. But then again, too, relationships are not all about sex.
No, this is true.
But I mean, if you have a man, then by all means, and you are a woman, you know, in the Bible it does say be fruitful and multiply. So, but being that means that we need to be able to have sex.
Yeah.
So, but not like, I would hope that at the end of the day, my husband, my man will be able to give me a hall pass at least once a month, once every 2 months or whatever. Have that agreement. Mind you, we will still be freaky deaky or do whatever he could. Yeah. Because what that mouth do?
Well, apparently, like, they showed him like giving.
Yeah, I know.
Once. I don't know how often that happens, but like, you need some penetration in your life. Everyone watching this is gonna be like, Messini, what do you know about penetration?
Shh, it's okay. Allow it. Just allow it.
But seriously, I'm assuming, because I'm a virgin, that
I know you lie.
I'm assuming that if you've had it before, you're gonna want it more. No?
That's true.
Because I don't know what that's like.
Mommy, if you're watching this, I'm a virgin too. Me.
We're both virgins. We're both saved.
Stop. In the name of love, before you break my heart.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's true. I agree. But okay, in instances where you catch, I could tell you how I catch my ex-boyfriend cheating.
Oh, okay, let's do this.
So
we're going there, people. We're
going there. Mind you, if you're not listening but really only have it on for sound, listen to this part. Ting ting ting. Listen to me.
Okay. You can put it on you if you want.
Okay, so all you got to tell me, girl. So one time I caught my ex-boyfriend cheating. When I say I caught him, you ever heard the saying, never go through a man phone because you can find what you're looking for? Well, I found what I was looking for. Shit. And mind you, I looked through his phone or whatever the case may be, and I found, you know, interesting conversations between him and this young lady. And at the time, I saw when they're first, like, you know, I don't just go and look at the blast. If that conversation was open from 2 years ago, I scrolling up to the top to see how the conversation started. And obviously the conversation started, and he told her, he said, hi. He said, you know, it's nice to meet you, whatever. Thank you. I guess they were at a function or an event, and he was like, thank you for saving me from eating that food, blah, 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 blah. And they started talking in friendly conversation, and then obviously the topic comes up of, are you single? And he said, no, I'm not. What an asshole. What a bitch. So hold on. He said, no, I'm not. So I'm like, this is my man. Like, you know, like, okay. He said he's not. And then she was like, oh, okay. And she continues the conversation. No. Or not like, oh, I'm not interested, or whatever the case may be, or if you're trying for something, you do have a girlfriend. No. She continues the conversation. Like, anyway, I found out she was 19. Oh, how old is he? At that time, he was 30. No, and you know, she was from Jamaica, and you know, she was able to, you know, they started doing things. And I guess like he would, I up to this day I'm trying to figure out how we had the time. When guys cheat, I don't understand how they have the time in the world to keep up two lives. If I talking to two guys, I have to say, okay, this one went to church today, the next one went to the gym. I have to remember to ask him how church was. I remember how, like, I have to figure out all these things. But these guys just keep up with these girls' lives like nothing. Anyway, men are dogs. So this was going on for about like, obviously like 4 months. I didn't even 4 months? 4 months, as I did the calculations. 4 months. No, and I'm going through his phone, going through pictures, seeing pictures of them too, and all these things. And mind you, they had the nerve to take pictures. Oh, like selfies. Oh, he loves to take pictures. In terms of, when I say pictures, I mean pictures. So all of a sudden, I see a picture of her with my stuff in the background in his room. How could you be in another man's room and see female stuff in the background and you won't even question it? I could tell you what type of woman she is. Not woman, child, because she's a child to me. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, he was sleeping at the time, and I decided to wake him up. I didn't wake him up calmly. No, I would have. I jumped on the bed and choked him. And I say, what the, you know what? What are you doing? What are you doing? He was like, what happened? Like, he comes so I was like, no, what you doing? So I told him, I say, what's it, who? And I say the girl name, and I say, who is she? Who is she? So he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, right. I said, this is your phone. Oh, and I went through photos and videos, and you know I ain't dumb. I forward every photo, every video to myself. I screenshot every conversation to myself before I approach him, because you know he was dead to the world. So anyway, so after that, or whatever the case may be, I left. And you know, he called me, he was like, babe, please, like, you know, that was some girl, and he, you know, she lied to me. And I was like, how she lied to you? So you lied your dick in her, because how she lied to you? Ooh. Anyway, so long story short, we broke up or whatever the case may be, because he had on a full-on relationship with this young lady. Anyway, so all of a sudden, we have the same mutual friends, and one day I decided to go by his house because he's having a function, and I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So it's been like a month or two after, deuces, like, you know, and I came there early because that's just me. And I went there, and who was supposed to be there asking me why I'm here? Excuse me? I'm like, first of all, I find people to be real fucking rude. Little girl, I can't. Do not ask me why I'm here. Aren't you having isn't he having a function? Why are you asking me why I'm here? Anyway, so words got exchanged, and she came towards me, and obviously it was self-defense, if you know what I mean, what happened, because she came towards me. And I told myself, you know what, at the end of the day, like, I felt so bad because I got beside myself and I let that character come out of me, you know, and it wasn't that I was fighting for him. or because me and him was already broken up, but I was fighting the fact that because she was coming in my face and she was around my personal space and I felt threatened. You know, like, don't come for me. Anyway,
stand for you.
Long story short, she was sending him photos and stuff, like, you know, going back to seeing the pictures and stuff in his phone when we were together. You know, she knew good and well that we were together, and she said, and I quote, "You're not gonna get this, you know what?" Sending him a photo of her hoo-ha. "You're not gonna get this until you leave that fat bitch."
Oh, please tell me what.
So, when I read that so when I had to put my paws on her, like how little Scrappy says, when I put my hands on her, I remember that message, and as I was whipping that ass, I said, "Who's the fat bitch now?" And the jingle, scott. But yeah, so mind you, nowadays, I know back in the day, guys would leave a double life, and the woman always say, "Well, I didn't know." You ever watch the show Cheetahs?
Oh my god.
Oh my, they've been posting.
Megan just turned me on to this show.
Listen, they've been posting Cheetahs episodes on Facebook. Let me tell you something. Cheetahs harder than Satan toenail. Cheetahs hot. And mind you, know, back in the day, the girls them would be like, "I didn't know he had a wife. I didn't know he had a girlfriend, XYZ." But nowadays, these girls them is look for man who have woman. Whether married, engaged, whether they have girlfriend for a long time, wherever is whatever it is, they girls them looking like they just get dressed saying, "We gonna take someone man tonight." That's what they say. And mind you, that's why you say, "Oh, you know, you leave the girl alone because the girl don't know nowadays." No, you gotta confront both of them and let them know what they did, because you know.
So you feel like if it was on either side, you still have to confront them?
I would confront both.
Okay, now I have a question. See, because that's a relationship. What if it was just sex?
It's a problem. Why are you going to someone to have sex when you have me here?
Okay, but you remember I told you at start, he can't have sex.
Listen, my ex-boyfriend was good and willing. He was doing construction. He could have walked. He could have used his hand.
I'm saying you have to understand. This is we're trying to help other people. What if he can't? The person, you know what I mean. They're in a situation where they can't be.
In a situation where they can't fully be functional.
You know. What do you do? That's a sticky situation. What are you supposed to do in that type of situation where really, realistically, you know, he can't have sex right now and she's horny, and this is not like a month, This is months. This is almost a year.
See, here's my whole thing though. Honestly, this is my whole thing about cheating nowadays, because I feel like what your mom said always relates to me. What she said, she was like, "There's too many women in the world and not enough men." So 100%. You will always have the instance of cheating. Mind you, it's like that small 5% of men, if they have a woman, they wholly and solely with that woman, they have blinders on when they go to the club. They have blinders on when they go outside and they see girls dressed in these skimpy things. Like, they have blinders on because they know they're not going to disrespect that woman like that. But here's my thing. If I'm in a relationship with somebody, I would want them to say, "Okay, babe, is this girl at work, or is this girl you know, I meet, like, who messes me on social media, whatever the case may be, and we've been messaging or whatever the case may be, and I think tonight we about to have sex, or I go on to meet up with her, or whatever the case may be, you know, whatever it is. It's either I take it or I leave it, because he told me.
Yeah.
The worst part of finding out that your significant other been cheating on you is finding out that they living a double life while you don't know.
Yeah.
And they lying to you, because the whole situation, "Oh, how was your day?" or "What did you do today?" or whatever the case may be. "Oh yeah, I went to the mall, I had food. After I got food, I went to see my mom. After the mom, you know, I drove around," and tell you the whole story, but missed the part where they had sex with somebody. So you replaying, and trust me, I know women do this all the time. When you find out you get cheated on, you replaying every instant, every moment, everything where he starts stuttering, where things didn't connect. You'll be like, "But yeah, October 1st, 2001, you tell me you was to the mall, but then you couldn't remember what you eat. So that means October 1st, 2001, you lied to me and you cheat because you was eating that girl. That's what you was eating because you couldn't remember."
It was time to remember all of that. My God.
I decided Sagittarius, we remember petty things. Call us petty labels because we remember everything. We petty like that.
But I never want. Okay. Well, I guess I could use it in my advantage, but I would never. That's exhausting.
No, but like at the end of the day, you're trying to remember everything that didn't, like, and then at one point you start to question yourself as to why it happened to me, why things happen. And mind you, I would never say I'm perfect. I'll never say I'm a perfect person, but I will, or a perfect girlfriend, but I will try to be. I will try to be a support system. I will try to be a backbone. I will try to do everything I can, but at the end of the day, men will still find another. There'll always be someone. You know what a guy told me one time, like a friend of mine. You know what he told me?
That guy, I already know what you're gonna say.
Yes,
that guy's a cunt.
Yeah, but he told me that there'll always be someone in the world better than you.
No,
that's what he said.
That's
as a woman, there'll always be another girl.
Can I say this? I feel like that truth does not apply to if you're in a relationship with somebody. You're supposed to think I'm the only one in the world.
Woman.
You're supposed to only have eyes for me. So if that's the case, then you'll never be successful in a relationship if you have that mindset.
Thank you.
About your significant other.
Thank you. And you know what I think too is that, like, we as women, we
settle for bullshit.
We settle, but also we give too much in the initial of meeting someone or whatever. Like, someone like me, like I'm a person like, oh shoot, like, you know, my man coming over, I cooking, obviously my house always clean, so, you know, and they get used to that. You know what that means? They get used to that type of standard, and they get comfortable. They get comfortable. Oh, you know, Zhorrah cooking and da 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 da. You know, I like to cook, but still, like,
you cooking all the damn time.
That's what I'm saying. But like, they get used to that. So when it's time for marriage or when time for that step, in my head, I'm thinking, well, they know this is what they're gonna get. They know this is what's gonna happen. But they looking for the girl who can cook, who have the big booty, who Instagram famous or whatever the case may be, who always asking them for money, who want to get their hair and nails done and don't even have a decent job. Whereas you have women like us who is educated, who independent, who doing stuff on their own, you know, who have degrees, who like, and they don't want that.
We apologize, we got cut off due to technical difficulties, but the moral of the story basically is that when it comes to men, it's very hard to deal with them in just a or any relationship really, but you have to have patience, you have to have self-worth, and you know,
it's just hard. Like, you know, at the end of the day, like, literally you have to have patience, because I know for me, I found it so frustrating, and I'm like, you know, he's out there someday, somehow, and eventually
you're gonna find him.
I will find him, or he will find me, but I won't be looking
100%.
You understand? I won't be looking for him and trying to compare, because, you know, the older I get, every time I open up Facebook, social media, someone's getting proposed, someone's getting married, someone's getting proposed to, someone's pregnant, and someone's buying a house together as a and I'm just like, you know, one day I don't need all those things to make me happy. I'm happy the way I am, and you know, and once I have people in my life that be able to help and support me, like my family, my friends, I'm good to go. I can be single for the rest of my life, just me and my dog Sunshine.
Exactly. And if you guys had any questions, feel free to message me and I'll relay the message to Zhorrah, and maybe we'll do a follow-up. Right now, actually, she's getting ready to go away. I'm gonna miss her so much.
3 weeks in the nice beautiful Bahamas, honey. I miss my home.
Don't rub it in much, but anyhow, we wish her a happy holiday. I'm gonna miss you, but we'll talk, and I'll keep you guys posted. Next week we'll have another guest on Monday, so stay tuned for that video. Guys, peace and love. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and
add me on social media.
Add her on social media.
If you're a single guy and you like what you see, you like what you hear, you can message me.
No, do that for me first. She's not gonna be here. I will. So
I only go out for 3 weeks. I ain't going forever. Liar.
Okay, so anyhow, well guys, peace and love, stay amazing, and I'll check you guys later. Thanks for watching. Don't you know? Bye.